Hey folks, John with RaisingQuail.net. I'm going to do a review of the IncuView egg incubator produced by the Incubator warehouse today. I've owned this unit right here for about 14 months and got to know it pretty well, so I thought I'd give you the pros and cons of it and give you my recommendation. This is available on Amazon for about $185. You can get it from the manufacturer, Incubator warehouse, directly for the exact same price. But through Amazon, if you have a Prime account, it will be free shipping. Get there in 2 days. If you go from the manufacturer, they will charge you shipping. So I recommend Amazon if you have a Prime account. Anyway, what I like about this unit, the lid is clear plastic. The entire lid is clear plastic. A lot of the incubators you see out there are made of styrofoam. They might have like a window in the center that you can see in, but you can't see the whole inside of the incubator, which really isn't the biggest deal, as you know. But when the hatch comes, it's a lot more fun, frankly, when you can see every egg hatching and every egg every chick popping out. It's just a lot more fun, especially if you got kids like I do. They come running in here every 10 minutes to see if there's another egg hatching. So I really like the clear lid. Also, the entire unit made out of hard plastic, which is easily cleaned. When the hatch is done, I take off the lid. I take the rest of the unit and throw it in the kitchen sink. I don't put the lid in the unit because it's got the electronics in it, but the egg trays, the mesh underneath, and the bottom tray here, put all that right in the kitchen sink with a mild bleach solution and clean it up, disinfect it, and it's ready to go for the next hatch. And the lid itself, just take some paper towels or a rag with a mild bleach solution and wipe it off and clean it off, disinfect it. That's good to go too. Styrofoam, I don't know if it's quite as easy to clean, so I really like that. Also, the control unit itself is easily programmable. The unit comes with a great set of instructions from Incubator warehouse. They are also great if you have to give them a call and ask them some questions. They're fantastic people to work with. I wouldn't hesitate to give them a call if you have any questions at all. But the menus are easy to use. Follow the instructions. You can calibrate the temperature, change the egg turning rate to whatever you need to do if you're doing something besides quail. I am doing quail, so I have the egg turner set to the maximum, which means once every hour, this electronic motor here will turn that little arm that you see down there in the tray. It'll push the tray back and forth once every hour and turn the eggs a little bit. If you're doing it by hand, you're supposed to turn the eggs at least 3 times a day. So this makes it a lot easier if you're not home, if you have to go to work, you don't have to worry about it. What I do is every couple times, whenever I come in to check on the humidity, whatever, I just give the eggs a quick roll around like that. Give them a little shake up anyway. Also, on the lid of the unit, if you can see here, yeah, you can see it there. There's this hole, kind of a vent hole. When you come in and the humidity's a little low and you pour some water in, maybe it gets a little high, you can just regulate that a little bit by this hole. I don't plug it. You can see it's kind of like a plug, but I don't totally plug the hole. I just kind of set it on top if it's about perfect, and if the humidity's a little high, I just set it off to the side. When it stabilizes, I move it back. When it's about perfect, there you go. So you kind of figure it out as you go how that works. Now, what I do not like about this unit is this piece of crap right here, the hygrometer or the humidity meter. As you can see, it's showing add water, right? And I don't know if you can see my hygrometer in there, my higher quality one. It says 46%. So I am totally where I want to be right now, but this hygrometer that comes with the unit says add water. Now, when I first got this thing, I foolishly relied on this hygrometer without calibrating it, testing it against another one to make sure it was accurate, and this thing is way off. When my first hatch, I kept adding water, thinking, "Oh my God, I'm way low on humidity. I got to get these eggs. I got to get these eggs more humidity." My first hatch was horrible. I think I had 3 eggs hatch out of 50. It was terrible. And then I realized, you know what? My humidity is way too high because this meter's way wrong. I got this secondary one, also from Incubator Warehouse. It's called the IncuTherm. That's about 15 bucks. Same thing, Amazon or directly from Incubator Warehouse. But once you get it all dialed in, just ignore this thing. I mean, it's seriously, it's a piece of crap. So, and now that I got it all dialed in, hatch rates are excellent, and I love this unit except for that thing. So I highly recommend this thing for the small quail farmer or small quail raiser. About 50 eggs in each, hatch. And if you're doing chicken eggs or duck eggs, it works just fine for that too. I haven't done those myself, but from what I've read, it works perfectly fine for those as well. So all in all, excellent incubator for the small scale quail farmer, except for the hygrometer. I should also add another reason why I like this unit. How the eggs are turned. They're in these trays, as you can see. They're not in individual cups. Like a lot of incubators, you'll see the egg turning trays that you can buy separately. Each egg is in a little cup that kind of turns like this, right? These are not. They're set on that mesh on the bottom, and these trays are turned by the little mechanism there, and it slides back and forth, and that's what turns the eggs. The reason why I really like this is if you decide to do chicken or ducks or quail or goose, or I don't know if ostrich will fit, but maybe you can do ostrich. You can do any egg that'll fit in this incubator in this system and not have to buy a separate egg turning tray, which I think is pretty cool. Anything that'll save a little money, right? So yeah, just thought I'd add that in as another added benefit.